uh, last time's go at trying to stream didn't go so well because due to the fact that my Wi-Fi is not strong enough to carry my connection anymore. So I decided to switch to my mobile phone data instead because that's a better option. Hang on a second, won't be a moment. Just gonna make yeah, just wanting to make sure that I have my mic on. I always forget to make sure I have my mic on first before I start streaming. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that my voice was on, obviously. Okay. Yeah, so unfortunately I can only ever stream very rarely now, guys, because the fact that I need mobile phone data to stream, but also the fact that unfortunately YouTube takes up a lot of phone data. So I'm supposing that obviously I heard that um that gaming on phone data, phone data is actually shut up, dickhead. Is obviously a lot better than having to stream off phone data because it takes a lot more because YouTube chews up shit like that like crazy. Shut up.
You're making me dizzy.
Shut up and take your fucking champagne. Bitch is a fucking piss pot. God, I knew she was gonna start saying that. Yeah, I really hope you do drop dead, that is. I mean, it's most surprising why she's drinking an apocalypse. I mean, come on, that's fair enough with the fact that hopefully you drop dead from alcohol poisoning because you're that irritating. Oh, look at this guy over here. Freeze, bitch. I'm kidding. I like tormenting them. Because I like to be a torment. Look at him. Oh, look at him. Oh! Oh, he's completely standing still now. He sounds like a balloon. Misery. Oh, he gave me some suicide meat. That's lovely. Sure, I'll save that. I don't know why I did that for. Alright, so the only downside to streaming on mobile data... Oh, shut up, dickhead, I'm trying to fucking talk. So I hate having characters talk over me because I can't concentrate. It's just like, the only thing is that the only downside to streaming off mobile data is the fact that YouTube takes up so much of mobile data. Unlike actual just gaming without streaming doesn't take fuck all. Like, it takes fuck all data. What? What was the thing that was over there? Look how close he gets to me. Oh, he just. Oh! If he gets super close to you, he stops for like a second. Look how dangerous this is. Don't ever engage in this sort of behavior with a suicide. It's dangerous. Consider this a warning. Oh, rest in peace, poor thing. They're like basically the only zombies I actually feel sorry for. Oh, I don't have any other explosive knives. Damn it, I ran out of explosive knives. I need a workbench to turn this kitchen knife into an explosive knife. But I can't do that because there's no kitchen, there's no workbenches nearby. have to use a grenade instead. Oh! What? My freaking grenade must have just sunk into the fucking floor. There you go.
You!
Ouch. Asshole. Oh, so I actually got a critical hit on him, so I actually made him bleed. But she's got a fucking knife. Thank you. I could turn those into explosives. So I'm always looking out for knives to collect. I don't know why I kicked that dead body. So I don't even know. Suicide inside that bar. Hey. You were not invited to this party. Shut up, bitch. You don't deserve a head. You don't deserve that. You're supposed to knock your block off. Oh, you hear that break? Satisfying. I gotta repair my metal baseball, but anyway. Oh, another knife I can turn into explosives. I'm always on the lookout for knives. Because I know that knives will always be useful, especially when you get the sticky bomb blueprint. You can turn them into throwable explosives. You can throw them. I usually like to use them against special enemies like thugs and floaters, because since they're very, very tough and durable enemies, I like to use them against them.
Let's see what we got.
Oh, another knife. That's perfect. If the game's like, you know, Emma, we know how much you're looking for knives. We'll give you a knife. I did modify that. Just turned into a diamond. It's not as good as my metal baseball bat because it does more damage and also has higher force and durability. But I only picked it because it looks really nice because the quality is purple, which means it's a very rare quality, so I think it's pretty good. That's one right here. Get rid of this pickaxe and tanto slicer because I never use those. I just collect those to sell for money. While I get my knives out. There we go, rearrange my inventory. I'll rearrange my weapon wheels. Get my metal baseball bat back out. Where should we head off to? Oh, let's just go around exploring, looting, killing enemies. You know, that's what I usually like to do. We'll go over to the warehouse in Moresby. And we'll just go around the city, just looting, killing enemies, that sort of thing. Just getting money. Maybe seeing if we can find any quest givers that can give us some tasks to do on our journey. Just for something to do, really. I mean, it's just nothing too exciting or special. Just, oh, hello. I can trade with this guy because I do have some stuff I want to get rid of. I also like to buy plenty of modification items I could use to make with blueprints. Nails, get a couple of nails, couple of phones. Definitely need some med kits, so definitely need to make sure you spend high on med kits. Both medium and large med kits. Get rid of those. That pickaxe, we don't need it. Oops, I didn't mean to grab that.
Let's hope there's something useful.
We can take that for sell for money. There we go, sell that for money.
Find anything yet? Keep looking.
Shut up, dude. Why is there a zombie here? Oh, I thought you might have been alive. They're all dead. Usually with zombies with more than like usually about 3 or more enemies, I usually go through grenades from a distance because I think it's much more safe to go from a distance rather than trying to engage hordes of them. Because I know hordes of walkers. Walkers are on their own; they're very weak, but when they're in groups, they can become unpredictable and very dangerous. So that's why it's probably best if you see more than like that, like 3 of them. It's usually best to try and handle them from a distance, unless you know you can take them out. But I just like to play on the safe side because it is very easy to get overwhelmed by too many of them. I don't care for that. I think there's more on the other side. Hang on. So if I get this. He kind of had a fucking cleaver in his hand that he was about to swing it really. Bitch, fuck off. Gosh, we're both like missing our swing attacks. At least he got $3,000 in his pocket. That. I look stupid with those helmets on. Oh, I didn't even step on his head, I stepped on his... Bitch, can you fuck off? God, the swinging animations are so slow and annoying at sometimes. Bye bye. God, they can be so annoying sometimes, it actually drives me nuts. It's not as good as Dead Island, it's not as good as Dying Light's fighting, like the combat mechanics. But I definitely really do like this one. Fucking hell. Like, I'm like shooting at him and it's not fucking, it's just going straight through him. Where did he throw that knife? What is that? Oh. Shut up. Hey, you. That's funny. This bitch again. Die, sinner. Alright. I think there's a... yeah, that's right, there's a workbench nearby here. I'd also like to repair my weapons regularly at certain workbenches scattered throughout the city. Make sure that I always keep my weapons in tip-top shape. Oh, I was not able to jump over that. One thing I love about using blunt weapons is you can break their arms with it. But I think slicing off the arms is probably more satisfying. Like severing their limbs is more satisfying than breaking them. But it can still be pretty satisfying. Can't really see around here, it's very dark. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Oh dear, I don't like the sound of that. I can hear it. Oh, there he is over there. I can see a ram. Oh god. Where is he? I can't see him. Move, dickhead. I'm really hoping I can score a critical hit. If I can score a critical hit, it would make him go on fire. Oh god, he's coming this way. I need to get out of here. I do not want to fight him in a very cluttered area like this. Pfft, you dumbass. It's going to attract more walkers around here. I'm just my flashlight on. It's very dark around this area. I don't know why. If you want to fight, let's fight. I'm walking away like a dickhead. Gotta make sure the area is clear if I'm gonna be fighting any freaking special enemies like rams. Like, I don't want to be fighting any rams in any bad spaces. Oh god! You ain't gonna pass this boundary. The gunshots are attracting walkers, so... He's almost dead, I think. We're trying to aim for his head. It's the only possible weak zone. Fine, I got a freaking critical hit on him at like the last fucking minute. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, he had $6,000 in his pocket. Fuck yeah. Fuck, it's so glary around here. Glary, it's just... Is there seriously another ram around here? I'm not going that way if I can hear him. I don't know where he is though. I have to keep my flashlight on. It's very hard to see around here. Look at all those triple ones coming out of the wall. That's funny. You know, the enemies, these walkers are walking near like a burning car, so all those are infected over there. Maybe, I don't want those. I don't want those brass knuckles, there's only white quality, I don't want that. If all these green or beyond or above, I would have taken them. I just have to keep my flashlight on because it's very hard to see around here. It's very, very, like, foggy and glary. It's just very hard to see. I don't know if anyone... Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me, right? Oh, it's not worth the risk! Oh, this isn't good! Look, my bullets are going straight through his body! Did you guys see that dumb shit right there? Like, I'm literally shooting him and it's like going straight through his body. And I probably should avoid using guns because it's attracting a lot of walkers. And walkers can be a pain in the bloody ass, especially when you're trying to handle much bigger, deadlier threats like fucking rams and thugs. So like, it's just a downright annoyance. I'm actually glad it stopped raining because now it's much easier to see. When it was raining before, it seemed quite glary and hard to see. Dumb, I just pushed on the wall rather than the door. It's just dumb animations like that. I was gonna try and throw an explosive knife at him, but it wasn't worth the risk because it was quite dangerous since that he was closing the distance on me. So I was just like, oh shit, I better turn around and run, get into a good spot where I know I could avoid his attacks. I might switch to my heavy baton. So I like to switch up my way. Look at this idiot. Look, he's looking right at me. Look, every time I wish this way, he looks at me like this. See?
Anything good in here?
Let's go back to the church. I need some more duct tape. I'm a big spender. I don't shy away from spending those big bucks to get the crafting materials that I need to, you know, like make like certain blueprints and shit. So I don't shy away from spending those bucks. Definitely need some more DO because I use those for DO bombs. Make your own little homemade grenades. And you can make your own. Like, why freaking spend like freaking like $500 for like one grenade when you can make your own grenades for $50 each? So I just go, it's a win-win situation for me, in my opinion. But in order to make those grenades, you need plenty of bleach and duct tape, and you need those to make the explosives with. So yeah. Just loot everything in sight while I can. And also continuous event quests like, you know, the ones that I'm doing right now. Oops. Like these ones. Oh god. Like these ones, for example, these are all continuous event quests, so you will obviously either get money or other kind of, you know, like other kind of high value items in return for, you know, getting what these people ask you to get for them. Good. I don't know what those frame drops were all about just then. I prefer the resort, to be honest. I like going back to the resort. The resort's my best place to go to. I don't really like anywhere else except for the resort. Let's first take a fast travel to the jungle tunnel, then I'm gonna go over to the city. I'm gonna go over to the city tunnel, which is where the tunnel gas station is. Just gonna go over there and kill zombies, loot big bucks. That sort of thing. Alright. Also, the hotel has a lot of like, because the resort is like the primary tourist industry, like tourist area for, you know, obviously, because this obviously Banoi, this is the fictional one that said it is actually a holidays resort. So there's lots of, when you go over to the hotel, which is just down that way, look, there it is right there. If you go over to the hotel, there's lots of suitcases that you can loot over there. It always has like plenty of money you can get. Because look, I've already got over $100,000 just from like looting money alone. Really, I get most of my money from looting. And another good reason why I choose this character Sam B over the other characters is that Sam B has this special skill in his survival skill tree that increases the amount of looted money that you get from like looting suitcases and other lootable containers. So even if you're looting enemies, sometimes enemies can carry up to like $2,000 to up to like $6,000 in their pockets because you know, they can carry up to like so many big bucks because of that special survival skill that Sam B has in his skill tree. And obviously, see, I purchased it twice, so it increases the amount of looted money by 20%. I've never actually gone above 20% before, so I reckon if I went up to like 30, if I cleared it again, like if I had one more skill point I could like, if I went up to like 30%, I probably would get probably about like about $7,000-8,000 maybe. Who knows? I mean, look at before when I was in Moresby before and I killed I killed a second ram. He had $6,000 on him that I could collect from his dead body. I was like, dude, that's insane because I'm sure usually special infected are more likely to carry higher amounts of money or also also better loot quality in their pockets than like walkers and infected and all that are. Yeah, it's good. You're like, a couple of $100 on him. Not so bad. At least it's something. It's better than anything at all. Also be careful because the hotel. Oh, look at that! He had $2,000 in his pocket. And that's for a walker. There's a lot of infected around here, so we're going to be charged at a lot by freaking angry mobs of these fuckers right here. We shouldn't fool anybody. Nope, expect to get charged at by a bunch of these fuckers. Get out of my face.
Do that again?
Some meat. I'm gonna smash his skull in. Turn that shit off because that shit's annoying. Keep away from me, you demon. There are so many that spawn here, it's just ridiculous. Bring it on, bitch. Aha! God damn it, I tell you, there's so many of them here. Oh my god, again? A bit too early this time. It's alright, you can always push them away with a kick, because they can't interrupt kicks. Apparently, even the in-game hints in the game's loading screen actually says that kicking your opponents is the only attack that can't be interrupted. So if you were to swing a melee weapon at them, they can actually override your attacks. But if you kick them, they can't override that attack, which is very weird. That it's just a simple little kick is enough to interrupt them. But my weapon has high force ratio, so one swing is enough to knock a walker down. Because like when I actually aimed. Oh, yuck! Get a rusty pipe in a pocket. Ugh. So like, because you can also tell your weapon's attributes. See, obviously this symbol, the top symbol. I'm looking at my heavy baton. I'm looking at 1,595 damage per hit. It has over 4,000 force, which means that the higher the force your weapon is, the easier it is for easy knockdowns on enemies, especially on infected and walkers, because they're the two weakest enemies in the game. So it'll be very easy to knock them over because they're very, very weak. You look at here. You have the bottom part of my weapon is like the little shield symbol with the little line through it. That means how much durability, how much damage your weapon can absorb before it breaks. So obviously it has over 100 durability, which means it could last for quite a while. But I always make sure I repair my weapons regularly so that they don't lose too much durability. Because if they lose, the more durability they lose, the higher the repair cost is. So my tip is, guys, if you're out, about exploring and just love looting and shit like that, like me, you just love going around killing enemies, looting them. Like basically robbing them blind of all their money and supplies that they have in their pockets and stuff. I suggest like repair your weapons regularly, whether you're a sharp weapons person or a blunt weapons. I suggest repairing your weapons regularly if you have the money to spare for it, because obviously the more you use your weapon, the higher the repair cost is going to be. So to repair your weapons, it's going to cost around about couple of hundred to $1,000 for one, because even the game's in-game hints actually say that repairing a completely destroyed weapon is very costly. It's much more expensive than regularly maintaining and keeping your weapon's durability up by just simply just repairing it regularly. Oh my gosh, where am I getting all this shit stuff from? Didn't I pick that up? Should check before I loot. But this is actually my favorite looting place, is the hotel, because there are so many suitcases you can just freely loot. Not a care in the world. Oops. Get your ass back on that ground, bitch. So my tip is that when you're out and about exploring and you love going around killing enemies and looting
Let's
stuff,
see what we got here.
I know you'll be getting all that money, but you'll also be having to spend a lot as well, because you know trying to keep your weapons in tip-top shape for zombie killing is can be quite costly. So if you do have the money to spare for it, I suggest you keep your weapons in tip-top shape at all times if you wish to, if you wish to use them quite regularly. Because if you completely use a custom-made weapon, say like a baseball bat or a katana or something, you know, trying to completely repair that when it's completely destroyed is going to be very costly. Like, it's going to cost you a lot of money to repair, and you probably won't even, maybe half the time, you probably wouldn't even have enough money to actually fully repair your weapon because it's so expensive. So my suggestion, my friendly tip kind of like suggestion will probably be, if you do wish to use your weapons quite regularly, and when you go on doing zombie killing massacre killing sprees, that didn't make much sense. I suggest you keep your weapons in tip-top shape at all times if you use them quite frequently, because regular maintenance can be quite expensive, but probably not nearly as expensive as repairing a fully destroyed, custom-made weapon. Here I got with my... The way that zombie was just falling was quite funny. Aye. Oh, what? No meat this time? Oh, you suck. So I'm just having the time of my life right now. I'm just killing zombies as well as robbing them blind, and also just looting everything in sight. I'll just take that bottle of alcohol, thanks. Thank you. Because this is like my favorite pastime on this game. Because I've completed this game God knows how many times, as well as platinum to the game, as well as just do everything, I recently got back into Dead Island because I just love this game. I've been playing it since the PS3 days. I really enjoy this game. I love it. I've completed it so many times. I've platinumed the game. I've just and why not? Love it. It's a really enjoyable game. There you go. And then once that threat's over, we go back to looting. A couple of explosive knives we can dish out when there's two thugs over there. But it's not just money that you can find in suitcases. You can also find other useful modification items like, like duct tape, deodorant, metal scraps, other various kind of tools that you use to make certain blueprints with certain weapons. That's a weapon with explosive or not. Is he burnt to death? We should just let him bleed out. Oh, that guy had $3,000 in his pocket. Nice. Ooh, I just bleed $3,000 from that. A suitcase. Give me that lighter. There you go. That's what I mean. I love the hotel. It's a very fun place to loot because there is just so much suitcases and bags that you can just loot the shit out of and get so much freaking money in the process. Look how much money I have. I got over 150,000. I think that is. Yeah. Yeah, $154,931, and that's just simply from. I don't know how. I'm not good at maths, so I don't know how much money I just looted it just in general, just from being here. But I know I'd already had a couple 100,000 already to go on top of that. Look at that dude. He's running around in circles. I tell you, there is so many infected here. Like it just. Ugh. Didn't mean to pick that up. Oh! I think I just hit both of them with one swing. Oh! That's crazy. Nice. I didn't mean to pick up that tonfa I didn't want. Just like to drop stuff I don't I actually didn't mean to pick that up. I accidentally picked it up. And I just when I pick up stuff I don't want, I just drop it again. Again? Dude, I don't know how many I've freaking killed here. Bloody hell. Try me, cunt. There you go. Fuck you. Touch me with your diseased hands. Gross. I literally had to give myself a med kick because that was gross. I didn't mean to kick you. Alright, whatever. I really need to, you know what, when I get to the next workbench, I really need to craft some more pistol ammo for myself, because I've only got 4 bullets left. What if there's a... I was gonna go and see if I can find a car to use, but it doesn't matter. There's a car, I think, over at this, nearby gas station. I'm just gonna go and head over there now to grab the car. Ugh, I'm infected.
Want me to do that again?
Thanks, I need that. Wait. That box, but because it hasn't been. Why do I always pick up fucking... Oh my god, I keep picking up shit I don't mean to pick up. Well, I just think that I just automatically think it's money, so I just pick it up without even looking at it first. Another infected shithead. Thanks. Oh, for an infected, he had over $3,000 in his pocket. And that's a lot coming from it. Can I pick that up? Because like, it wasn't giving me the prompt to pick it up, so I was like, can I please pick it up? Ooh, right to the skull. Oh god, there's so many infected around here. Oh, that asshole's got a cleaver.
You.
And one of them tried to swing at me with a freaking cleaver, so I had to quickly freaking get my ass out of there, because that would have done a lot of damage to me. Especially if it's a sharp weapon, it does more damage. Ass on that ground. God, how many of these bastards have I killed alone? I know it's very common to kill a lot of walkers, but infected are also pretty common. I've probably killed more infected than normal right now. Like, holy shit. Oh, hi. Hi. Could you not interrupt my moment? I just wanted to pick up the money! Oh. I really need to find a workbench because I need to repair my weapon. It's kind of dumb because... Oh, hi. He doesn't even see me there because he's stupid. Get your ass on the ground. Thug, are you okay? He's got like no health left, he should not be alive. Ooh! He had a slaughtering military knife in his pocket. So shame it's only a knife though. If it was like, say, like a freaking baseball bat or something, I definitely would probably make that to good use. I really wish I had a workbench around here, because my weapon... I don't know how much durability it has left, but... The hell did she... What the hell was that? She just... Never mind, I don't know. The only nearest workbench I know of is at the lighthouse, which is all the way up there. Please. Please. Oh my god, how many of there are you? I've run into so many of your species. I can tell you, quite frankly, they're actually driving me nuts. Let's put them up around. More suitcases means more money! Yes, please. More money and more crafting parts to make for like blueprints and stuff. Alright, we're gonna head up to the lighthouse because I really need to repair my weapon. What? Oh. You can't grab me, not with this weapon in my hand. It may be a small baton, but it has a lot of freaking force on it. It's capable of knocking walkers down. So when they try and grab you, you can just swing at them and most likely knock them over. Because the force ratio on it is very high. Oh, bitch. But I mentioned it does a lot of damage as well. So it's enough to just basically one-shot both walkers and infected with just one hit. Or sometimes even one body hit or one body hit or one head hit is enough to kill them. But obviously for special infected like thugs and floaters and rams, it's gonna take a lot more swings to put them down. Especially rams. Like, I hate fighting rams, they're terrifying. But they're very, very loud and they're very noisy and they're also very extremely aggressive and fast. So it makes me just go like, I hate fighting them. I'd rather be fighting slow special enemies like thugs and floaters, but freaking like goddamn freaking rams? Nah. I hate fighting rams. They're horrifying. They just they can be terrifying to fight. Especially in a really awkward confined space where there's not enough movement to like there's not enough areas you can make an easy quick escape. I shouldn't have done that. I wasn't finished buying anything yet. Okay, now I am. I just want to... There's nothing for me to sell, so... Or no, I have a couple of things I can sell. Actually, no, don't worry about it. I just really want to repair my weapon. Shut up, dickhead. Don't care for you. Come on, you guys are restocking the cupboards for me? There you go. Okay. I'll just turn that into an explosive knife. Oh wow, look at that, that's shiny. I like that. Oh, it hurts my eyes, it's that shiny. Oh, I forgot to craft myself some more pistol ammo. Here we go. Alright, we'll just reload. There we go. And we'll just create some more. There we go. Crafted the ammo that we wanted. also gonna have a look at my inventory. Yeah, okay, so I don't know, I might actually sell this because I don't think I'm gonna really use it much. I'm mainly just using my blunt speaker, my metal baseball bat, and my heavy baton, so yeah, I'm probably just gonna use, they're basically my primary weapons. I might just maybe either give that to maybe another player or maybe just sell it for money. Nah, I'll probably just sell it for money, probably. I mean, it's worth $8,000, so I think that's pretty good to sell for money, I reckon. Actually, also, just something to do for fun, I'm gonna craft one of the developer's blueprints. Beware the power of glue requires 5 pieces of diamonds. Left hand of Glover. I remember this, it's really weird. These developer blueprints are really, really weird. If any of you guys that are watching right now, and you guys are a fan of Dead Island, have any of you guys ever found any developers blueprints? I tell you, they're some of the weirdest and most funniest things I've ever crafted and used before. Especially the developers craft number 2, it's actually very funny. I remember back on the PS2 version, when I first discovered the developers blueprints, they call them developers crafts, the developers blueprints. It's really funny because I first used the developers craft number 2 blueprint. This is a Craze Revenge for Endless Crunch, and what it is, it's just simply just a little basic level 1 baseball bat that if you swing at enemies, it actually sends them flying. It's really funny. Like back on the PS3 version, like the PS3 and the Xbox, the older Xbox version of this game was really funny because every time you swung, if you got a critical hit when you swing with the developer's baseball bat, it actually sends enemies flying away. It's so funny. And look, another thing, it costs $10,000 to craft. So you gotta think it's gotta be worth it, right? Well, I'll show you what. If any of you guys have never seen or have never seen the developers blueprints in actions, you gotta do it. It's really funny. Developers blueprint number 1, I don't really like that one, but developers blueprint number 2 and 666 is actually really funny. This one, the left-handed glove, that's actually quite fun. Let's make one. Alright, what we do is we equip it in our inventory. Here we go. It comes in the form of fists, but it comes up in bigger, powerful form of fists. It's pretty funny. I'll show you how it works. It's really weird. It's a very, very weird thing. I'll show you how it works. If we can find an enemy to use it on, I'll show you. I'll show you how it works. It's so stupid. To me, it's really stupid. It's very, very silly. It's just, I think they just made it just for freaking comical, weird, freaking just hilarious comedy purposes, I reckon. We'll go over to the Resort Bunker 1, why not? I'll show you how it works. The only bad thing is that it drains all your stamina, but watch how it works. I don't know why it drains all your stamina for, but it does. It does very little damage, but it's just stupid to use. It's very stupid. It's very stupid because, like, it just, not only does it drain all your stamina, but look, it's basically just putting your hand right out. I don't know why it drains all your stamina, but it just does. I don't know why. I have to say, the developers' blueprints are not as good as they were on the original versions, like the Xbox and the PS3 version. Like, they were a lot more hilarious to use. Because the fact that it can send your enemies just flying away. I don't use it against infected because the fact that it drains all your stamina away, and if there's multiple amounts of them, like one hit can knock you over when your stamina is actually on 0. They can actually not, zombies have the ability to knock you over if your stamina is at 0%. I don't know why it drains all your stamina for, it's very silly. But look what it does to you. All it is just putting your left hand out, that's all it is. It's a very stupid blueprint in my opinion. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know what it's for. It's just very stupid, but it's not actually like a mod or anything. It's actually a developer's blueprint you can actually find in the game. But that's that one. The Developer's Craft number 2 is pretty funny. I'll show you how this one works. So basically it's just a normal baseball bat. It's a baseball bat with like a sort of like a electric kind of effect on it. That's what it looks like right here. All it is just a regular baseball bat with a bit of wire wrapped around it. Actually, yeah, we're gonna go somewhere else. We'll probably go. Let's go to the laboratory. But yeah, the developers' blueprints, in my opinion, are not really worth it. Like, they're pretty weird, they're a bit odd to use, and they're also the fact that they're just not really worth the money or the time to craft. But, you know, you can craft them if you want to, but they do cost a lot of money. They also cost a lot of money to repair as well. They cost way more money to repair than actual weapons that you can find in the environment, as well as on zombies and inside, you know, chests and stuff like that you can but they're just comical to use. They're just funny. They're just there for just probably like humorous comedic purposes, I reckon. There's a battery in the safe. Who does that? Yeah, I'm probably just gonna sell the left-hand Glover. I'm not gonna try and get some of my money back by selling it for money, because it just really isn't it really isn't worth it. It's just really bad. It's just so they just cost so much money, and it just really isn't worth. Ooh. Wow. There's very little damage, and like you only get like half of your money back. You only get $2,000 left for it. But I have to tell you, the developers' blueprints were much more better to use on the older versions of this game, like the PS3 and the Xbox version, because I've seen videos. The fact that you swing with this weapon and you basically can just send your enemies flying away is just hilarious. Like, I think there's one time I hit a walker with one of these weapons back on the older version of this game, like on the non-definitive version of the PS3 version. And the fact that I sent this walker just flying through the air was just absolutely hilarious. Like, it was just so fun to use. It was just hilarious. But then I played this on the remastered, like the definitive version of this game, and I just think it's really not that good. It's just not worth it, really. It's just not that fun. It's still fun, but like the ability, you can't really make your enemies fly away from the damage anymore. Like from the impact of the hit, it doesn't send them flying away anymore like it used to on the older versions of the game, so that's why it's not really worth using this funny, silly blueprint. Oh, I didn't mean to grab that. But I have to say, in a way, the PS3 version and the Xbox version, even though I've never played the Xbox version, the Xbox and the PS3 version were practically the same. I would say for me, I didn't play on Xbox, I played on PS3. So I played the older version of this game, and it was, in my opinion, it was a little bit better, especially when it came to the developers' blueprints. Ooh, I found diamonds. It's better because the fact that the developers' blueprints are so much more fun and humorous to use is just what makes them so great. We'll better swing it. My god, I can't move because this dumbass right here won't. This fat fuck won't move. So many doors in here. Every freaking hallway you go through has a fucking door on it. Turning Tanto. I think I have a Molotov left. I probably should have crafted myself some more Molotovs. There we go. Just get to watch them suffer. Oh, we made him. We made him go flying a little bit. Oh my god! I keep picking up useless loot that's just not worth money to sell it on. Oh, we sort of make him go flying a little bit. Not as good as the PS3 version of it. This is what it does, but because it has such a low damage ratio, the swing, you can swing at them so many times, it usually won't kill them because the damage is just so low. It's only 31 damage, it's only 30 DPS, so it does very little damage to be effective, but it's just funny to use. Love that bitch. I'll take that back, thanks. Take that to sell for money. I'll take that med kit. There's a butcher in that cage. Oops. Get my grenades back here. There he is right there. I'm not going to use it against him because it does very little damage. Oh, he had $7,000 in his pocket. He had more than that bloody ram did. Oh, there's a dead floater in here. Oh, there's a walker in here as well. He had $3,000. Amazing what kind of money you can get from these bloody zombies, man. You can get so much. That's why I like playing Zambi as well, because he also has that special money magnet skill where it increases the amount of looted money. Fuck you, cunt. I swung a bit too early. It does send them flying a little bit. Probably not as hilarious as... Oh my god, what are these frame drops about? That cunt had a fucking wooden something in his hand. He was like a wooden plank or something. Oh, look at that. Just my first try. God, I just like sunk into the wall. Look, batter up! Oh, that guy. What? Did you see that? Batter up! You guys seen this shit? Oh god. You gotta repair it regularly because it has very low durability, so it doesn't last very long. So you gotta make sure you repair it quite regularly if you're gonna use the home run baseball bat. The Hands of Sam B is the best because of being a blunt weapons expert. It does like a little bit more. You have like a bit more extra added bonuses to go with it, which is what makes it so hilarious to use. I would never recommend using against explosive zombies like Suiciders, for example. Don't ever use it against Suiciders. Because there's an unlikely event if you don't get a critical hit, you'll die from the explosion when you hit him. But if you can hit him and it sends him flying away while he's exploding, then it shouldn't kill you. But I definitely wouldn't recommend doing it though, because you probably could die from the explosion if it doesn't land a critical hit on him. If it doesn't land a critical hit on the Suicider, then you're most likely going to blow yourself up and die. So I wouldn't recommend hitting Suiciders with this weapon. I don't recommend hitting Suiciders with anything. Because the fact, oh, meat bait. Because the fact that you can, usually kill yourself with their explosion. Ooh, money in the safe. Their food warehouse. Oh. Laboratory workshop. It's just fun. It's just fun to use. It's a developer's blueprint, so it's not a mod or anything. It's actually a blueprint you can actually find in the game. So people are gonna accuse you of modding or anything because it's actually a weapon that's actually intended in the game. Look, those idiots are back. They're like us. They're the same assholes that lit on fire before. Let's see if we can do that again, eh? The one didn't get lit on fire.
You over, asshole!
I was gonna use my explosive knife on him, but I didn't get a chance because he was already approaching me. So I was like, it's alright. I could easily beat him up with my baton. Is that an arm? That's one of the arm. That's his arm. That's funny. Oops, I accidentally replaced it with my. Okay, pick this back out. I just like using it in general because it's just fun. It's just hilarious to use because the fact that you can send your enemies just flying away from one hit is just hilarious. Okay, he's a perfect target to use it on. It's just comical to use. It's just great. You can't hit it because of fucking bushes. Dick. Dude, this is hilarious. The fuck's wrong with you? Oh. Range that for you. Wouldn't die that badly, I can do that. Time to say goodbye! It's just like throwing them around like a fucking ragdoll. Like the way it just treats them is like throwing them around like a ragdoll. It's hilarious. Say goodbye, Mr. Floater. Well, maybe. There you go. It's funny because it also tears them limb from limb as well. It's just funny. Oh. Another thing with walkers is if they lose one or both their legs, they'll instantly die. So a win-win situation if you make them. Jeez, there's quite a bit of floaters around here. Ugh, that's gross. Yucky. Naughty boy.
Now, D.
No. No. Look at that shit. I told you, it's just fun to use. It doesn't do fuck all damage to them, but it's just hilarious to use. Cause look how much it just throws them around like a freaking ragdoll. See? Oh. I told you, dude, it's just hilarious to use. I love it. It's probably one of my favorite developers' blueprints ever. It's just great. It's just fun to use. It's just hilarious. Just something for a good laugh. It does shit all damage, but it's just fun to use. It really is. It's just so fun to fucking use, man. It's just, oh my god. It's just so fun to use. It's just hilarious. Oh shit. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna have to end the stream from here, I believe, because it has been over an hour and I don't want to use up any more phone data because of YouTube, because YouTube chews away my phone data. So anyway guys, thank you to the peeps that did come along. I don't know if anyone's watching right now, but if you are, thank you very much for coming by and having a little watch. I don't know if I entertained you or not, but I really hope that I did. At least put a smile on your face or something from the hilarious gameplay. Obviously, it was hilarious. I mean, I don't know. Everyone has different opinions. That's fine, but fun or not. I don't care if you didn't find. If I don't care if you didn't find it entertaining. If you found it entertaining, that's awesome. If you didn't, it's alright. Doesn't matter. But anyway, I'm gonna stop from here, guys, because I'm gonna try not to chew up too much phone data with YouTube. So I'll catch you guys hopefully soon again when I hopefully have more phone data I can use to stream again. Because unfortunately I can't stream off my Wi-Fi because my Wi-Fi connection is way too weak. So I have to use my own phone data to stream because it's the only way to to keep the stream going. So anyway, thank you to people who did come by and watch. Very much appreciated. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.